We are tapping on anxiety today. The goal is to release some anxiety and then to focus on things that we want to bring into the future with us. So let's go ahead and start at the karate chop point, just gently tapping. We'll do a setup statement. Even though there's a lot of anxiety, I honor my feelings and I'm going to release this anxiety. And wow. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Laughing is good. Even though I've got all this anxiety about things that are going on and anxiety about being on video, and the list can go on and on. I am going to honor myself and my feelings and just take some time to work through this. Even though I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety, something just happened on my screen that causes more anxiety. That's okay, because I'm taking a moment to honor my feelings, honor myself, honor just what is going on, bringing love to my perspective of what is going on. All right, the truth rounds. So feel free to use your own words as long as you're on mute. So I'm feeling anxiety about things that are going on in the world. I'm anxious about my daughter and my son having to wear masks at school. I'm anxious about COVID and all of the challenges that it has brought to us. Honoring the anxiety of my car being in the shop, and I don't know what they're going to call and tell me. Anxiety about the heat. It is super hot right now this week, and I find that raises my anxiety. I can appreciate right now in the morning when it's nice and cool. Anyways, I'm just speaking the truth of things that are making me anxious so that I can release a bit of that anxiety. Just releasing the anxiety. Just letting my nervous system know that it's okay. It is safe and smart to release some of this anxiety. Actually, it's safe and smart to release all of this anxiety. How did I think of it? It's okay to take a moment to speak the truth about things that are going on. Best to use your own words and to laugh about it, to laugh at myself. I don't have to take myself so seriously. I don't have to take life so seriously. Gosh, even anxiety about how I express myself. I think there's so many different belief systems out there that I find myself holding back, not speaking my truth because I don't want to offend anybody or confront anybody with what I believe is true. So just honoring that difficulty in speaking our truth. Finding myself in situations where people are just free to speak their truth to my face, and maybe I don't agree with it, and I don't feel that same freedom to speak up about it, and that causes internal anxiety. So I'm just going to honor that anxiety about speaking my truth, and I'll just speak it right now. My truth is that I believe we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, and that everything that happens here is either for us to enjoy or for us to learn from. All of it. And feel free to disagree with me. There, that felt good to just say it. Just found myself holding back. Honor the feelings around that and just go ahead and speak your truth. Under the arms, still releasing this anxiety, just feeling it come down. Grounding. I've been learning about how important it is to ground our energy, to let the earth help us ground our energy. So you can actually, while tapping, just close your eyes and set the intention. I'm going to allow my energy to ground, to drop down into the earth. Actually feels good. That helps us connect into more of the well-being that is always available to us. Breathing into my lower belly. That helps to center. And the tapping, just making physical contact with ourselves to help us feel safe in our physical body, to feel safe in this moment, to release anxiety, release tension, honoring all the feelings, speaking the truth about whatever comes up. I am modeling for you how you can do tapping with yourself. It's a great, simple tool. You just take a few minutes. You don't have to know what you're going to say in advance. I know this causes anxiety, even for me. I've been tapping for years now. But if you just start making that physical contact with yourself and saying, I am setting the intention to spend some time honoring what's true for me right now, honoring my feelings, giving a voice to what's bothering me. And just allowing more mindfulness of the breath, grounding of the energy. Okay, so we've done some rounds on speaking the truth. Now, what I want to do today, especially, is start tapping on what we want. And for today, I want us to tap on the aspects of our lives that we want to take with us into the future. I think it can be kind of stressful trying to create a vision for the future, and we're much better wired to just focus on what's going wrong right now in the world. And that, my friends, is not serving us at all. And so a really great way to release the stress of what's currently going on and the stress of trying to come up with some vision to create a better future is to just think about, what do I want to take into the future? What do I really appreciate in my life that I want to take into the future? And it can be helpful to break it into some categories. So the first category would be, what do I appreciate about myself that I want to take into the future? All right, so use your own words or use mine. I don't care if you copy me, but speak some things out loud that you appreciate about yourself that you want to take into the future. Okay, so for me, I appreciate my love of learning. I like to learn new things. I appreciate my openness, my compassion for others, my desire to help others, my desire to make progress in my own healing and personal development. The things that are working well in my body, I want to take my body into the future. All the things that are working really well in my body. Let's see. My mind, even though it's kind of an overthinking beast sometimes, I appreciate that I'm able to think things through, that I'm able to formulate my thoughts and come up with things that I want to do, and write emails and work on spreadsheets and figure things out. That's very satisfying for me. So I want to take into the future those things that give me satisfaction when I work on them. Having a yard to take care of and watch things bloom and just be able to go out and work in, that feels very healing. I want to be able to take a house into my future. I really appreciate having housing and having a place to sleep and take a shower and go to the bathroom and a place to keep my stuff. I really appreciate my car. I love my car. I want to take that into the future. Let's see. This technology, my ability to be able to share content with anyone in the world, literally. I mean, how amazing is that? Like, anyone in the world could visit my YouTube channel and, tap along here and find some relief from anxiety and get some ideas for how they want to move forward. So yeah, I want to take technology into the future. And there's a lot of things I appreciate about my smartphone. Being able to check emails on the go and talk to people and send quick text messages and receive messages. Heck, receive fire alerts. It's hot and dry and we're right smack dab in the middle of fire season. So releasing the anxiety of that and appreciating that I can get information, appreciating the firefighters. Yeah, we want to take firefighters into the future, right? Law enforcement. We want to take shopping. We want to take money into the future. The ability to buy things and to pay people for services that we love. And then resources. What resources do you have now that you want to be able to take into the future? I kind of touched on that with services that we really like to pay people for, like massages and chiropractic and medical care, and maybe some counseling, some therapy. Yeah, just have a brainstorm with yourself. What are the organizations that you are a part of that you really appreciate? Like, I appreciate my Toastmasters group that has helped me to develop my speaking skills, getting more comfortable speaking in front of people and articulating myself, and just the camaraderie and the friendships of that group. I really appreciate Sarah McCrum's group that I'm part of this year. Everything we're learning in there, and the support and the great questions that people ask, and the beautiful answers that Sarah and other people in the group provide to people. I want to take that into the future. I want to take nature and our beautiful planet and all the amazing places you can visit. Heck, transportation, airplanes and trains and boats. People that I admire, motivational speakers, spiritual teachers. There are just so many things to appreciate that I want to take into the future. And this is a very uplifting way to use this tool of tapping to release some of the challenging emotions that are bringing our mood down. And then to do the rounds on what do you want? What do you appreciate? Because that's going to lift you up. I know I feel lifted up. I hope you do. I hope we can connect soon. I'd love to hear from you. I love to get feedback on the videos. I love to do complimentary consultations where I get to talk with people and we find more clarity about things that are going on in their lives. I love giving the seminars where people come to my health talk and they learn things that they didn't know, and I get to share beautiful results from my clients. And then my the workshop that I have coming up is my breath work for healing. And that's where together we learn simple and powerful tools that you can use every day for like self-healing. Check out my Eventbrite page for that. All of it can be found at jennyhugheshealing.com. And I'm starting a new thing of Fridays. I'm going to try this out. Fridays at noon, just a 30-minute healing play shop where whoever shows up, we can have a conversation. We can use and practice some of the tools that help us heal. All right, I think that's it. Have a wonderful, uplifted day. Mwah.